essa cobra. Olha só, abre os braços aí, João. Olha só.
My motor broke off the boat.
Some fishing trips turn dangerous in seconds. From a man nearly swept off the rocks by a massive wave to a kayaker face to face with a great white shark, these encounters show how quickly calm water can become deadly. If the ocean suddenly turned against you, would you stay calm or panic? On March 28, 2016, a troubling video was posted to YouTube by a user known as Kinloy. The footage shows a man named Wayne Rock fishing at an unknown location, and from the very beginning, it becomes clear that he is dangerously unprepared for an activity this risky a mistake he is about to understand firsthand.
Wayne! Shit. Look out! Shit. I don't stand anyway. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Hang on. Stay there, Wayne, don't forget about it! Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Here comes another one. Dead man walking. Come up, come up. Lost the fish. Lost the fish. Hey? Forget it, man.
While heavy waves crash violently against the rocks, Wayne remains much too close to the edge, seemingly unaware of just how powerful the ocean really is. Thankfully, his friend notices the situation becoming dangerous and manages to warn him just in time. Only moments later, a massive wave surges over the rocks, and Wayne narrowly escapes being swept away, missing disaster by mere inches. Had that warning come even slightly later, the ending of the video could have turned out far worse. The footage stands as a serious reminder of how brutal rock fishing can be, and how quickly one wrong step near the water can become fatal. If you had been standing that close to the edge, would you have realized the danger before it was too late? On August 13th, 2024, Wes Logan, a Bassmaster Elite angler and professional fisherman, was out during one of his tournament runs. He had no idea that all of his experience on the water was about to be tested in one of the worst ways possible. Wes knew that in these tournaments, every second counts, and traveling at high speed is part of the strategy. He later explained in his comment section that the speed they were moving was considered normal within the angling community. What changed everything was a submerged floating dock, sitting directly in their path, and they noticed it only slightly too late. The impact became a harsh reminder that no amount of skill or experience can completely prepare someone for the unpredictable force of nature. When something hidden is directly ahead of you, how much control do you actually have? On February 25th, 2021, the Anderson Goodies channel captured what seemed to be a normal fishing trip, but it soon turned into the most unforgettable moment they had ever experienced on that road. A father and son had caught a few small fish and decided to continue traveling deeper into the wilderness. The dusty red road stretched ahead in an uncomfortable silence.
Galera, oi. Por quê? Sério? Vamos lá.
Por isso que eu tô aqui, ué.
É, você gosta de pescar com o pai? Segura mais embaixo na vara, pra não ficar arrastando no chão. Tá vendo? Eu sempre levo na frente, só que um pouco alto, pra não bater a ponta no chão. Cuidado que tem algumas pedras.
Tantas pedras no caminho não seria ruim.
Ah, mas nós... É a música do engenheiro que você tá lembrando? Tantas pedras no caminho não seria ruim.
From a distance, the two spotted a large object lying along the roadside. Unsure of what it was at first, the son stopped and observed carefully while keeping his distance. As they slowly got closer, its shape became more visible. It was a massive anaconda. Its body stretched several meters across the ground, its stomach swollen, and its body almost completely motionless. They stayed far away, trying to estimate its size by comparing arm-span footsteps and stride length. They refused to move any closer.
Vai.
Pai, vamos procurar a cabeça da cobra.
Oi? Olha o tamanho da cobra. Vai ali na frente que eu vou te filmar. Rápido, pode filmar. Vai lá. Só pra gente mostrar pra turma. Essa cobra. Olha só, abre os braços aí, João. Olha só o tamanho dessa cobra. Meu Deus do céu. É muito grande. É muito grande mesmo. Caramba, olha só o tamanho dessa cobra. Acho que ela comeu alguma coisa, ó. Caramba, olha o tamanho dessa sucuri, cara. Eu vou medir os passos. Olha o tamanho da cabeça dela. Só pra vocês terem uma ideia. Olha o tamanho da cabeça da cobra, ó. Vou colocar minha mão aqui, ó. Olha o tamanho da barriga da bicha. Olha o meu chinelo aqui, eu calço 41, ó. Rapaz do céu, vamos contar quantos passos tem essa cobra. Vamos ver aqui, ó. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passos compridos. Olha só o tamanho dessa cobra. É muito grande.
The snake showed no reaction at all, but its enormous size and total silence were enough to make the father and son stop fishing for the rest of the day. Neither of them tried to touch it or move it. They simply took pictures and then left the area. Soon the road became quiet once again, and the trip continued normally. But the feeling of what they had just encountered did not disappear quickly. Sometimes nature places something unexpected directly in the path ahead. Moments like this remind people how powerful and unpredictable wildlife can be. If you suddenly found a snake that large, blocking the road in front of you, would curiosity make you stay? Or would instinct tell you to leave? While fishing with lures in the remote wilderness of Alaska, he suddenly turned around and realized that a huge grizzly bear was charging downstream directly toward him. The encounter happened without any warning, leaving him completely unprepared for what was coming. With no weapon or protection, he had nothing except his fishing rod and the open ground behind him.
It's right there, it's fine. Guys, come on this side over here. Go that way. Good bear, he's going around it.
Good bear.
Looks like he's coming back down. He's gonna go around. Hey, bud.
The massive animal continued moving along the river, and the entire situation unfolded within seconds. A peaceful moment in nature can quickly become something unpredictable. In places where humans are only visitors, wildlife always has the advantage. If you suddenly realized a grizzly bear was rapidly closing the distance behind you in the wilderness, would you remain calm or panic before finding a way out? It was a calm, sunlit afternoon. The water rested flat and glassy as a lone fisherman drifted quietly in his canoe, enjoying the silence around him. Everything felt peaceful until something unseen moved beneath the boat. A ripple appeared, a shadow followed, and suddenly the moment felt wrong.
That was one. I think there's 20 of them.
Without warning, several large, unidentified shapes passed directly beneath the canoe. The surface rippled as the boat shook slightly. He saw no fins or tails, only massive shadows stretching nearly the full length of the canoe, before silently gliding into deeper water. In that instant, fear replaced calm. He realized he was not alone, and whatever had moved beneath him did not resemble any fish he recognized. When the footage spread online, some viewers claimed it showed a sea monster, while others believed it was something ancient, barely hidden beneath the surface. Later, experts and viewers studied the video frame by frame. Marine biologists pointed to the slow movement size and ripple patterns, concluding it was most likely a group of manatees traveling together and creating the illusion of a single enormous creature. Still, during those few seconds, the fisherman was not thinking about science, but survival, raising the question of how fear can remain even after logic finally provides an explanation. On the morning of November 7th, 2022, professional fisherman Matthew Gorn headed out for what he believed would be a routine trip off the coast of Port Augusta in South Australia. The water was calm, the sky was clear, and roughly 10 kilometers offshore, he allowed his kayak to drift while casting his line. Fishing from a kayak was familiar to him. It was a way to clear his thoughts, working quietly with nothing except the ocean surrounding him. But that calm would not last. The first sign was subtle, a strange tension in the water, as though something large was moving beneath the surface. At first, Matthew did not think much of it. The Spencer Gulf is home to countless marine animals from dolphins to rays, and unusual movement beneath the surface was not uncommon. Within moments, however, that calm transformed into something far more terrifying. From below, a great white shark suddenly breached, lunging directly toward his kayak paddle. The shock was immediate. This was not a distant fin or a quick sighting. The shark was right beside him, towering through the water, striking with intent, testing the thin boundary between predator and human. For minutes that felt endless, the shark circled nearby its shadow, gliding just beneath the kayak. Every small movement, every creak of the paddle seemed to draw its attention.
I'm going to the box.
Matthew's camera captured the encounter, clearly showing a man suspended between fear and disbelief, gripping his paddle while understanding that one wrong move could become fatal. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the shark turned away. With a slow sweep of its tail, it disappeared back into the depths, leaving the ocean calm once again. The silence afterward felt overwhelming. Later, reflecting on the encounter, Matthew admitted it had been reckless to head out without a shark shield, a device designed to deter predators using electrical pulses. He understood just how close the moment had come to disaster. For those who watched the footage, the question still remains. Was the shark attempting to attack after mistaking the paddle for prey? Or was it simply investigating something unfamiliar? And how often do encounters like this remind people how little separates peaceful moments from real danger in the open ocean? On August 14th, 2019, along the coast of Florida, Catch 'em All Fishing follows Zach and his crew as they test extreme bait while pursuing massive ocean game fish.
We got the Goliaths right here and then flippers right here too. Look at that.
Baby, get that thing in the water. Look, the dolphin, the dolphin!
Oh! The dolphin tried to get it. Oh! Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god, dude, this is sketch. This is so sketch right now.
Do you want me to do the GoPro in the water?
Bro, no, look at it. So sketch right now.
A gigantic shadow breaks the surface beside the boat in Florida waters. A Goliath grouper emerges alarmingly close, its size making the calm sea feel tight and tense.
Man hands, big hooks, guys. This is a monster hook. Even with the glare, you can see how much life. Look, there's fish jumping everywhere. You need the big fish, guys. Oh my god. The fish are gonna look at your food just like I would look at your food. I'd be like, is that skinless turkey? Pass that to the next person. I don't want it. You gotta fillet this bag perfectly, guys. Look at the juices flowing. Oh my god, we're just gonna get right through here, right through this plastic part, and just through that tail. This is giant fish, turkey legs all day, baby. Oh, are you ready, baby? Are you ready? We're not gonna just leave you out there stranded. Matt and I are gonna help you 100%. Yeah, so
We're sacrificing
you're
you.
good. You're not losing anything. Look at the camera. That's all. Forget. Matt is behind you, grabbing you. I'm behind you, grabbing you.
Are you ready, Tyler?
Oh my god, we're tossing it in. You have to pull. Throw it in adult size.
Alright, free school.
Oh, free school it.
No, wrong way.
They're looking at it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Keep rolling, Kelly.
We're rolling, we're rolling.
They're looking at it. They're following it down to the bottom.
On deck, the team readies their bait. A full chicken and turkey are fastened to oversized hooks, an uncommon choice that seems excessive and slightly disturbing.
Okay, ready?
Oh my gosh.
Reel, boy! Reel, boy! Don't stop. Don't stop. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, my God, it's a mega. Don't go under the boat, you piece of... Oh! You're doing great.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going, guys. Hold on.
Oh, this is a two-person effort, 100%. Look at this beast.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit.
Reel, baby, reel.
Anytime he stops running, you reel.
It'll be sore tomorrow.
We got this, baby.
Coming up.
We got this.
Coming up. Oh, he's coming up.
You and me.
There you go. You see the color?
Brothers unite. It's a monster. You got this.
Hold on.
He's going, go.
We don't. Reel.
Woo! Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Real baby. Tyler.
The turkey, the little piece.
Oh my
The piece.
gosh.
No joke.
Woo!
Dude, you did it, bro. Teamwork. Wait, you wrecked this thing. We're gonna bring him on the other side. Hold on to the rod.
All right.
Yeah, keep holding the rod.
He'll pull.
Decides to run again.
He's gonna pull again.
Wow.
You're doing great, bro. You crushed this out, bro. I'm a little spooked to do this. They get pissed.
Woo!
They get pissed when you put your hands in their mouth. Watch out. We whoop these things, bro.
He might tail
This thing had
slap
no
you.
chance, bro. This thing had no chance, dude.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they hate when you do that. Look at the true. Oh, tail whip. I'm not trying to get tail whipped either.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this.
Don't get wrecked.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna try to. It's so slippery. There's like almost no.
Ooh, oh, look what you did. Look what you did.
My gloves are torn up. They do have teeth, guys. We got him, bro. Look at the size of this thing. This thing is no less than 5 feet long. This is an absolute giant.
What I like to do is put it
I got it. Bam.
All right.
Got it out. And here's the turkey, guys.
Like try to turn him right side up and then give him a little.
And he's gonna smack us, guys.
Yeah.
It's time to go. Ready, Tyler?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Push down.
Put him right side up, and he'll do his own thing.
Bum,
Bam,
Wow, what a dinosaur.
Woo! Give me some skin, Tyler.
At the rail, the struggle becomes physical. As the fish pulls hard beneath the boat, close contact exposes its strength, ripping protective gloves, and proving how quickly control can slip away. Viewers focused on scale and excess, wondering whether spectacle had started to outweigh caution. When size feels routine, does risk quietly stop feeling dangerous? November 2nd, 2025. Along the remote shoreline of Panama, Brin's Fishing captures high-risk offshore action, where giants still dominate the sea. The day starts offshore near Panama's Darien region. Brin slips into the water beside a floating log encircled by tight groups of small silky sharks. The surface appears calm, but below constant motion creates a quiet feeling of vulnerability.
I decided to hop in the water while the boys were catching bait, just to see if anything bigger like a tuna or a marlin was lurking nearby. Silky sharks that were sometimes a little too curious. One small bite from those razor sharp teeth and things could turn bad really fast.
Farther offshore, the water explodes. In the middle of a feeding frenzy, black-tipped sharks and swift jacks rip through bait beneath the boat. Brin enters the water again, recording within the turmoil where speed and instinct replace control.
Chris, this is your dream, buddy. Get it on. Marlin!
You gotta back up on it, no?
As this fish started slowing down beside the boat, I realized that this might be my only chance to get in the water with such a legendary fish, to capture something I might never see again. These fish are lightning fast, one bad move and you're done. And I'll be honest, I was terrified at this point.
This is your only opportunity, huh? This is a black marlin, buddy.
But I threw on my fins, tightened up my mask, and slid quietly into the water, and there she was. A massive black marlin, easily 500 pounds, glowing blue in the sunlight, completely still, watching the biggest fish I've ever seen moving slowly right in front of me. She suddenly turned fast, and with one flick of her tail, she charged, and her rostrum sliced through the water inches away from me. Then she gave us one last big run. We managed to get her close again, and thankfully we were able to touch the leader, which by IGFA standards makes it an official catch. And with a final turn under the hull, the line slipped into the prop, and just like that, she disappeared back into the deep, right where she belongs.
The last encounter changes everything. While freeing a massive black marlin brin swims in close to capture the shot, the fish abruptly pivots. Its bill slices past him by inches, an instant where timing not experienced determines the result. Viewers focused less on size and more on danger. Many sensed the line between filming and becoming prey had quietly disappeared. Was this bravery or temporary mercy from the ocean? Recorded on deck by Guga in mid-2022, this scene captures a swordfish on board just off the coast. With its long solid bill visible at close range, the tension is undeniable. Even while secured, the fish still poses a threat. The footage emphasizes how fast a controlled moment at sea can turn uncertain, and why careful handling is essential around powerful marine wildlife. The footage originates from the YouTube channel Get In There Outdoors, recorded during an ice fishing trip on a remote frozen lake. What starts as a quiet moment inside a portable shelter is abruptly interrupted by a single oversight. The video shows the chaotic instant when the snowmobile suddenly accelerates, unintentionally pulling the entire fishing tent, with the man still inside, across rough, uneven ice.
Well, I'm just in here picking up the pieces after that. But Mojo forgot to unhook the sled. Luckily, we didn't lose anything. Snapped my line that I had down the hole. Ripped my line all the way up the hole and snapped it. I'm trying to thaw it out. Shit that we get into.
The situation was later described as a simple yet serious error, likely the result of forgetting to detach the shelter or a brief breakdown in communication before setting off. Although no major injuries were reported, the clip leaves an unsettling impression about how delicate safety can be in harsh outdoor environments. Do moments like this serve as a reminder of how quickly small mistakes can escalate on the ice? This footage was recorded by Robert Taylor on August 1st, 2022 during a family scuba diving trip in the clear waters of Grand Cayman. The video highlights a meaningful first dive shared across two generations, Paul age 80 and Alice age 12, as they experienced the ocean side by side for the first time. Partway through the dive, the camera reveals an unexpected sight on the ocean floor. A human-like mermaid statue lies quietly among the sand and coral. The image contrasts with the natural setting, subtly changing the atmosphere as the divers stop to observe. The figure seems to be an underwater art piece placed at certain dive locations. Still, coming across something so realistic beneath the surface can feel startling. Would it capture your curiosity or leave you feeling uneasy? This footage is from Mincy Outdoors, recorded during a solo bushcraft trip in a remote backcountry location. The video highlights an unexpected situation. A damaged lighter is used to spark steel wool, converting scarce supplies into a functional fire-starting solution. It's a straightforward reminder that experience and know-how can be just as valuable as the gear itself. Would you depend on a technique like this, or prefer to always bring a backup? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story, share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.